Hi everyone, it's Tammy at Frou-frou Studio. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to be working on the hashtag Junk Journal Madness Journal for February. This is a challenge issued by I totally love it. Sharon has come up with this challenge, and every month she has a guest collaborator. In this month, it is Trish at Crafting Whimsy. So I encourage you to jump over to Susan's, did I say Sharon earlier? I don't know. Susan's YouTube channel as well as Trish's and see what they're doing. And if you search the hashtag Junk Journal Madness or JJ Madness on YouTube or on Instagram or Facebook, it will show you everybody else that is participating in making journals for this month. This month the theme is forest woodlands, and you're to use 9 materials and make 14 makes. And there is a list of materials and makes that Susan, sorry Susan, I don't know why I keep trying to call you Sharon, has linked in her videos that you can go and print for ideas of what to put in your journal, material-wise and make-wise. And there's also a theme sheet if you are a guest collaborator and you need some ideas for different themes. She does ask the guest collaborator for 6 themes, and then she does a little wheel spin to, or she may roll a dice. No, I think she spins the wheel for the theme of the journal, and then she rolls a dice for how many materials and how many makes. So, with all that being out of the way, I've done a couple other videos on this particular journal, and I have those listed as playlist on my channel. So, as you can see, if you've watched my other 2 videos, this journal once again has gone through a transformation. I had so much stuff that I wanted to put in this journal. My little 1-inch spine wasn't big enough. So I took it apart, I put in a 2.5-inch spine, and I increased my signatures from 2 to 4. So that's why it looks so much bigger than it does in the other videos. And Jody, I know you're out there saying, I knew it. Well, you were right. It wasn't big enough to hold all my junk. So I have redone it. It came out great. And we now have 4 signatures. And I'm able to stuff it full. Which is the way that I like my journals. So, and if you saw the disaster in the first one, when I made the cover, I actually put this piece on upside down and had to take it off and redo it. So this one has been a struggle, but nothing that was too terribly bad. I've already done a lot of this journal, a lot of work in here, but I have several pages left to do, and that's what we're going to try to work through today. Then I will do a total flip through at the end. If you missed the previous videos, I am kind of creating a story with this one, and I won't go through that today, But when I do the flip through, I will kind of go through the entire story and let you know kind of what I had in mind when I was making this. So I'm just going to flip through the pages here and find the pages that I have stuff laid out for. And this is a real feather, by the way. It is a hawk feather that I found. Actually, my husband found this one out in our field behind the house. We have hawks and turkeys and all kinds of different birds. And so we forged the feathers, and I have quite a collection of different feathers that I keep in vintage bottles. So just an idea if you like to collect feathers. So this is the first page we're going to do. And what I have for this one is this is out of an Edith Holden book. And this is by 49 Market. And then I have one of my little woven tag holders here. And I do have a video on how to make these. And I believe that this idea I got originally from Gail Augustinelli. I'm sure other people have done them, but her video is the one in particular that I remember watching to make these. So this is going to be mounted here on the bottom, and then I'm just going to take these two pieces and kind of put those on the back page behind, just to kind of create something with a little more character behind the tags, kind of like that. Okay, so let me do some inking real quick. I'm not going to try to ink that because that would just give me a headache, but I do want to ink around this. And I'm going to use Vintage Photo in this case because that's what this is inked in. So, not that it has to match, but I kind of want it to. So I hope everybody is having a good day. It is Valentine's Day when I am filming this. And I just had a yummy Reese's Valentine heart. Reese's is my favorite. And the hubby got me some of those and a sweet little card, and he also got me like a vintage antique toy metal wind-up duck. It is so cute. I just love it. It's from Germany. So cute. Okay, so he's really good about embracing my love for vintage and antique items, and usually when I get a gift, it is some kind of vintage or antique kind of thing. I'm trying to figure out where I need to put this. I think about right there. Alright, so I'm going to glue this pocket down, but I'm not going to glue the top until I get my other pieces in place. But I want to give this time to dry. Now, you have to be really careful when you're gluing this because it is woven. You want to make sure that you're not closing up your spaces on the back. Otherwise, your little cards are going to get stuck. You're not going to be able to pull them out. your tags. Okay, now for this, I'm going to use just my glue stick. Yeah, everybody that I've been watching their videos has taken a really different approach to this theme, and I really like that. I think that's interesting to watch, you know, everybody's different take on the theme and see everybody's makes. It's been really fun watching what everybody's doing. And that top flower is going to hang off just a little bit, but that's all right. That's not going to hurt a thing. I'm not even going to cut it off, I don't think. And then this will have to be our glitter glue for me to even come close to... Actually, where can I cut that so I don't have to... I don't want it to come apart. But if I cut it shorter, I don't have to stick so much down in there. And I can save those little leaves for something else. Okay, here we go. See if I can get enough glue on these little bitty parts to hold this down. And again, I love these 49 and Market die cuts because they are matte. They do not have a white border, but man, the pieces are small. So thank goodness for art glitter glue. Alright, now let's see if I can get this stuck down in here. I just wanted that to have more of a kind of 3D effect by putting those flowers in front of the bird. Now I'm going to flip my book upside down so that I can get anything that I missed, and also so I can glue down the top. I hope everyone is well. My daughter's works at a school, and they actually are closed today for illness because we have so much flu and stuff going on right now that they have a lot of students missing school, and they also have a lot of teachers that are sick, and the subs are sick, and so they're going to take today and the weekend and go in and clean the school real well, and then hope the weekend, 3-day weekend, will get everyone well. We've had several schools, public schools. She's in a private school. And so it doesn't take a whole lot of students to be out for their attendance to be really low. But a lot of the public schools have also canceled, really for the last couple of weeks. It's been different ones on different days, but there's a lot of it going on. I don't ever go anywhere, so hopefully I won't have any illness. My sister's on me all the time. She's like, you guys need to get out and take a trip and do this and do that. And I was like, not in the winter. I don't like the cold. I love to travel. Don't get me wrong. But I don't have to be going somewhere every day. I come up here to my craft room and I'm just fine. Okay, so there is one page. And I just noticed how dry my hands are. Sorry about that, guys. I wash my hands so many times during the day when I'm doing this. They get terribly dried out. And this time of year doesn't help either. Okay. And I try to remember to put lotion on before I start the video, but I didn't today. Sorry, I had to get a sip of my tea. Alright, so now we're going to go to this page. And I've got these little bunnies that I want to include here. I've got a tag and I've got a bookmark. And these are from Digital Collage Club. So I think I'm going to put, do I want around the corners? First I want to ink this one, because this one hasn't been inked. I think I do want around this corner, so let's do that before I go to all the trouble of inking around it. It's just a simple little bookmark, but I think it's cute. I like the bunnies. And Digital Collage Club is a place where you can go and you pay a membership, and they have all kinds of digital papers that you can download. They have either a monthly, you can pay monthly, or you can pay yearly, and you can download the images as much as you'd like, and print them out, and you can use them in your projects, or if you are a reseller, you can also use them in products that you're going to sell. And of course, like most things, the only thing you can't do is send them, the original file as it is to someone, or, try to resell the original file. Other than that, you can pretty much use them however you'd like. I actually got my original membership. I've had it for, I don't know, 2 years maybe, through Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, because she is a design team member. And if you go to her channel and look in her description box, she has a code that if you go through the link on her page, you get a discount off the membership. So that's how I got mine originally. I'm sure there are other design team members as well. I just don't know who they are. Barbara's the only one that I know of. Alright, so I'm going to put this pocket on here, and of course it's too wide. I can't. So I'm going to take my pencil. I was going to just fold it over, but there's something on the back. Where's my pencil? There it is. This is a digital, this pocket is a digital as well, but I have no clue at this point which one it's from. It was just in my stash. And I thought the colors went well with the tags, so that's why I picked it. So I'm going to put that. I'm going to ink it again because I inked it before I cut it, of course. And I cut it then a little more even so that this thing was more in the middle, but I really don't mind that it's not. So I'm going to glue that down as a pocket. Then put my little tag in here and my little bookmark in there. So that makes that little tuck place right there a little more interesting. And then of course we have the big journaling card that we did before stuck in there, and it has a piece of stenographer's paper on the back that's been tea dyed. So there's like writing space there. Okay, next. I need to make a journaling card out of this. I'm going to use which side do I want to use? This is just scrap Tim Holtz paper. I think I'm going to use this side because I like that red 25 to go with my red bird and flowers. So I'm going to back this with some tea-dyed paper and then round all the corners and just make it a really simple journal card. So here's some tea dye. So we'll put glue stick on there. And for those of you that are new, my glue stick is Pritt Stick. I get them off Amazon, and I really like them. I tried a couple of others. I know some people use the Oohoo or whatever. I don't care for it. I think it's too soft. And I think Scotch Create or Scotch something. I tried those because Joann's had those, and I thought, well, I'll try them because I can pick that up locally, which now the Joann's that's closest to me is closing, so now it's not as convenient to go to Joann's. But anyway, I didn't like it, and so I ended up seeing someone else that used the Pritt stick, and so I ordered some of those, and I really like it. So that's what I stuck with. So the four glues, for you new folks that I use, other than a hot glue gun occasionally, is the Pritt stick original, art glitter glue, and then I use Fabri-Tac, and then I also have a bottle of Bookbinder's glue, and it is this one, Neutral pH Adhesive, and it is a PVA glue, and this is really good as well, and I got this off Amazon. So that's my glue selections. And actually, this tube that I have is 3-in-1, but 3-in-1 and Fabri-Tac are about the same. They operate the same for me. So I usually get whichever one I can find in stock, and whichever one has the best price at the time. So those kind of are interchangeable. And I have found that if you get the bigger bottle, and you keep the little aluminum foil piece that's on the lid, don't pull it all the way off, and then refill a smaller bottle, this is typically the bottle I work out of, which is a Fabri-Tac bottle. But if you refill the smaller bottle from the bigger bottle and keep that little aluminum or round thing on the top, that your Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1, whichever one you choose to pick up, does not thicken up as quickly. It stays fresher, I guess, for lack of a better word. It does not, get so thick and gloopy that you can't get it out of the bottle. Just a little tip. Okay, so journaling card. This is just a little, it has an image on both sides, but it's about different kinds of animals and leaves. Okay. Next, we're going to do this page, and I know this page is a little bit weird, but it fits into my story. So this is Forest Dog. Forest is the character of my journal, which when I do the flip through, I will fill you in on that if you don't know already from the other videos. But this is his dog. And then I have this picture, I think this is Tim Holtz, of a creek in the forest. And then I have this actual photograph of a creek. And then I have this little cutout from 49 in Market that looks like a slice of timber. And I have this little bait sticker. from Kathy Holden's sticker book. And I also have this little bait sign from the same sticker book. And I've put those on book page so that I can move them around and whatever until I decide where I want them, so it's not trying to stick to anything. And then I have this old book page, and it is about Othello, but sorry, I don't know why I was having such trouble. But it's about the best of the world's classics, and it has the word forest in it. So I'm going to use this as a background, and I'm covering the back of this mushroom page that's, you know, kind of white. And I just wanted to put something down there. So I'm going to glue it down on here, and then we're going to make like a little collage with a tuck so that I have a tuck to stick that picture in. So I want this at the top of the page. And it's not going to cover it all, but I'm fine with that. I'm just trying to get rid of some of that, because the paper this is on is not totally white. But I just didn't want it to be just blank. Okay, and then I'm going to take this guy and put on here, just like that. I might want to trim that down just a little bit more. And again, I'm going to use glue stick. I want to go right under where it says forest there. Give that a good press down. Alright, now I want to take this and I want to cover up that up there. Just like that. And then we're going to make our little cluster. So this is going to go down here, and then this is going to go here. Thereabouts. Somehow. And And then this little bait sticker is gonna go over here. And so when I glue all that together, that's gonna be our tuck. And then the picture will go right down in there, like that. Okay, so I'm going to kind of hold it, and I do see that I need to put a little book page right down there at the bottom. Okay, now let me see what I can find to put down there. I also could use washi. I don't like that one, it's too full. Is this one wide enough? This one's got some green. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one will work. Okay. Yeah, that works good because that's actually the same one that I used to seam those pages together on the next channel, or the next channel, the next page. Okay, so now I can make my, oh look, I need to put 2 strips. Do I have another one? I've got this one. We put this one on top of it just so it'll be something different. There we go. Now, I'm going to finish gluing this down. Right there. And then I'm going to glue just along the bottom. And I think I'm going to glue his tail down too because I'm afraid it'll get ripped off. And check. Yeah, it's good. Alright, so when that dries, put my pin in my glue here. When that dries, then that picture will tuck down in there. Oops, I'm gonna have to put more. Okay, how much room am I gonna need for this? Alright, so I'm gonna glue some of this down as well. Got that glue everywhere. Good thing it dries clear. Okay, so when that dries, then that will tuck down in there, just like that. Pin in the glue, pin in the glue. Come on, you can do it. Okay. So, but for the time being, I'm just going to set it right there so it won't glue to anything. Alright, and I may need to do a little bit more gluing right down there, but we'll see. Alright, next. Oh, and here's where I put my belly band for, oh my goodness, that's tight. I may have to widen or narrow that a little bit. It's awful tight in there. Are you stuck on something? No, feels okay. Yeah, there's some difficulty going on there. We'll have to figure that out. Oh, there we go. Ah, we have a little pull-up spot, but I think it'll be all right. That seems to be a little tight. We'll trim that a little bit. Okay, next. All right, for this one, we're gonna do mushrooms. So I have this digital, and I want to just put it on this white page so that we don't have a big glaring white page. I think I'm going to re-rip this in just for this side just a little bit. Let's do it with the deco trimmer. I think that'll be easier than trying to tear a little sliver off. We'll just cut it real quick. See if we can make it somewhat even. I'm sorry for the noise. I know that thing is terribly noisy. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is take my ink and go around the edges so that any white that would be showing won't show. So I'm going to just get a piece of paper so it doesn't go anywhere else. And I'm going to get my little brush here and my vintage photo. Just kind of go around the edges, and then I'm going to go around the whole page edge with gathered twigs because it's darker. I'm not going to worry about doing towards the center because it's going to be covered. And again, what I'm doing at this point is trying to get all my pages that are just really white and have no interest. You know, trying to take care of those and get all those done. Gather twigs. And get my gathered twigs dauber. I think it's about out of ink or needs to be re-inked. I don't know if I have the re-inker for this one, to be honest. Okay, so now we have a little color around the edges, and we can put down our mushrooms. Oh, nope, we can't. I gotta ink around the edges of this. Can't have those white edges. Now we can. So have you all been watching any good movies or anything lately? We haven't watched a movie in I can't tell you how long, but we do watch, we watch a lot of reality TV, not like the soapy stuff, but the Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay and Kitchen Nightmares. We really like Gordon Ramsay and stuff like that. But we have been watching the show High Potential. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but it's really good. But they just had the season finale, so now I'm sad because they had a cliffhanger, and who knows when it'll come back on. Anyway, so it's really good. And we watched Tracker, and it's coming back on Sunday, so I'm excited about that. It's really good as well. Okay, so then I have this pocket. This is scrapbook paper, and I just put this little specimen tag on it and a couple cut out little mushrooms. And this is one of the 3D dies by Tim Holtz. And it has been colored with some crayons, like a bronzy, distress crayons, I will say, not like Crayola crayons, in like a bronzy metallic. And then I went over it with ground espresso just to kind of get some darker color and some black down in those grooves. So that's how I did that. And this is just scrapbook paper. Like I said, that I made the pocket with. It's just a little double-sided scrapbook paper. And you can see that I already had this glued in there once before I redid the journal. And so I took it up and moved what signature it was in before, because before I only had 2 signatures and now I have 4, so I have more room to play with. Here's my froggy paper on the back. This paper is by Amy at Crafty Cat. And she has 2. One is called Ribbit and the other one is called Croaked. They both have frogs and toads, if you're interested in that. And I do have videos in a playlist on my channel. It says Guest Design Team Projects for Crafty Cat, and where I used both of those kits into... Did I use them in 2 separate journals? Or I may have used them both in one. I don't remember at this point. But anyway, very cute little digital kits. And then in this pocket, I know I want to put this little guy. This is just like a specimen die or a specimen slide or a photograph slide that I did that has a picture of a squirrel in it, and I don't know how well that's showing up on camera. But I took some acetate and put some alcohol ink on it, and I think I used the sepia just to make it look older. And then the actual slide part is a file folder, and then I just put a stamp on it that has some writing, and then my grungy spotty stamp and a number at the bottom. So I know I want to stick that down in there. I may come back and stick something else bigger in there, but for now we're going to leave it with that. Now on the other side of the page over here, I'm going to put this little washi tape or washi sticker mushrooms, if I can get the back off. And this is just to kind of tie it in together and just to embellish this other page over here a little bit. And then I'm going to take my little tea dye brush, because I think that, oops, I just knocked my book binder's glue off. I think that's going to make that background tie in a little better. I got the end of the sticker flipped up, and now it's sticking up, but that's okay because I'm going to put a frog on here. And then this is one of the frogs from Amy's kit. I guess that's a frog. I think the toads are more bumpy, aren't they, than the frogs? I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining that. And I'm just going to put it right down here. And I might want to put a little bit of Facebook page or something underneath there to have him sit on it. I have just a little scrap here somewhere. I'm sure I do. My scrap bin's getting out of hand, folks. I'm using I used one of those 12 by 12 collapsible canvas little square bins, you know, that you put in the shelves, and it's half full, which is way too much. Okay, I don't want that much. This is German, from a German book page, and I think that'll look good right there. And then I can set my frog on top of it. We're gonna call it a frog. So frog, if you're a toad, I apologize. Today you're a frog. I mean, yeah, a frog. There we go. So there's that one. That turned out cute. Just a little embellishment. And I may do some stamping there. Usually I do my stamping and finishing touches after I get everything else in. And that's when I'll go back and do some stamping if I feel like I need to. Add washi here and there. And also if I decide I want to put a tab on something, or if I want to put string or ribbon in my tags, all that kind of stuff I do at the end, because at that point all my embellishments are in, and I know you know how thick my journal is, so I know how crazy I can go. All right, I'm going to stop there, and we will continue. I think we'll do one more video before we're ready for the flip through, because I still have probably 4 or 5 pages that I want to embellish. So we'll do those in the next video, and then the one after that will be ready for a flip through. So in recap, we did this little layout here, and we did our little layout here, which I should be able to stick this down in there now. And we also did, where's the other one? The Edith Holden. Oh, we did our bunnies here. And we did our Edith Holden here with the little woven pockets with the tags. So, hope you guys enjoyed that, and thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Again, this won't come out until Saturday, so I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next one where we will continue on. Until then, everybody have a great evening. Bye.